Hi everyone, this is Kavita for Sitaarre TV. I'm here at the Indian Film Festival of Los Angeles at the ArcLight Theaters in Hollywood, California. Iffla is a great platform for filmmakers, directors, and writers, both from India and also from South Asians settled here in the US. There's lots of talent here tonight, including the director of Delhi Belly. The closing film tonight is Patang, with film director Prashant Bhargava and actress Seema Biswas along with others. This is the festival's 10th year. We're waiting for the directors and stars to arrive on the red carpet. So let's get started. Congratulations, this is your 10th year of hosting Iffla in Los Angeles. How does it feel to have this year here?
It feels amazing. We're so proud. We're so excited. You know, it just feels great to be able to go back 10 years ago and see how we started and see where we are today and see how filmmakers, patrons, sponsors, press, and audiences are embracing the festival. To me, you know, you never know how a festival will go, but somehow it has been the most successful one.
So James, tell me about the film that you've been working on, Vishwarupam.
It's directed by Sir Kamal Hassan. It's an incredible film. It's an action film, essentially. Sort of like a Bourne Identity meets Mission Impossible meets all kinds of great things, and it's full of amazing. We shot all over the world. We shot in Chennai, I shot in Jordan, New York City, Michigan, and it's just non-stop suspense.
Very good.
You're going to make us laugh with Delhi Belly some more?
Well, I hope so. Well, it's been 8 months since it's released, so I think I've done my bit of making people laugh for 8 months now.
When you looked at the script, you know, every script has a treatment. What did you think about the script?
In this particular script, when I read it, it was you know, it's one of the first times that a film which is to be made for India is made in, or rather written in a very Western format. So one thing that I really wanted to do was to kind of put India into it, you know, because the way it was written, it could have been a film which is happening in New York, it could have happened in LA. So there had to be something uniquely Indian about it, and that's the thing that I try to do. And to top it all, it was also in English as a language. So it was very important for me to kind of make sure that in spite of English, it still appeals to the Indian audiences.
I'm a writer-director of Ginger, also Adrak in Hindi. It's a short film playing here at the festival. It's a 5-minute film about a chance encounter between two strangers, a photographer and a foreign tourist in Bombay. So it's about his attempt to convince her to photograph her, basically. It's about miscommunication, yet communication which is unsaid, about a connection between two strangers. So in many ways a romantic comedy, but with a heart, basically. It's a film which you can say it's about Bombay in many ways, where paths cross between like people who are worlds apart.
And how did you get the name Adrak, Ginger, for it?
The name comes from the muhavra, bandar kya jane adrak ka swad. So basically, there's a subtext involved in the name, it's in the title of the film, basically. So it's about understanding and finding nuances in life and how there's beauty in every chance encounter. And so I hope I conveyed that with the film.
I'm here with Veda Brother Pine for Chittagong. Chittagong is one of the excellent films to come out of India and here. Can you talk about your experience with Chittagong?
Well, it's you know, it's been quite a journey. We are the opening night film, and I mean, at every level, you know, as a writer, it was great to see that people connect with the characters. As a director, to see the whole thing hold together, because you know you know, I'm a first-time director. This is the first time the first time literally I've been on a film set, and so for me to see everything hold together, and I had a really great cast and crew. I had, you know, Shankar Ehsanloy in music, Eric Zimmerman on camera, Rasul and Pakuti in sound. So to see all of that thing come together was, as a director, was great.
Some fine actors along with
and
it.
Yes, Manoj and Vega and as a producer, to hear people say that this is the real thing, which means that it has legs to stand on its own as a theatrical distribution. To hear people like from the dean of UCLA Film School saying that, what a fantastic film, she was blown away. So these were all, as a filmmaker, is very heartwarming. And of course, whenever I first came to LA, being in ArcLight, I said, those filmmakers, who are the filmmakers who get their films in ArcLight? And then now, so it was great to see my film in ArcLight with such fantastic picture and sound.
Yeah, well, you're all over the place. You're in New York and always working on films. Tell me what's new, what you've been working on lately.
There's a film called Midnight's Children, which is Deepa Mehta's film, and Salman Rushdie's novel. That's an adaptation. So that's coming out later this year, which is very exciting. And then I did a Kamal Hassan film called Viswarupam, which is coming out in June. So that's those are the two big films that are coming out, and then I'm working on a few other films, sort of back and forth.
So what was the experience like working on Vishwarupam with Kamal Hassan?
Kamal Hassan is a perfectionist. He's a kid in an adult man's body. He loves to play, but when it comes to work, he's very focused. And he's a one-man show. Like, he'll be in the play, he's doing a scene, then all of a sudden he's over here, he's directing the camera over here. It's wonderful, wonderful, man. And it's going to be a very exciting film. I think it's like kind of groundbreaking for Tamil films. Hello, my name is Samrat Chakrabarti, and you're watching Sitaarre TV.
And tonight you have Patang, you're starring in Patang. It's the closing night film at Iffla, the 10th anniversary. How does that feel, and what expectations do you have from this film?
See, first of all, I never come for Iffla. This is my first visit and wonderful experience, wonderful reception and welcome. So that is really very warm welcome. So, and second thing, this is closing film of my one of my film and Patang. So that is also a great honor for me. It's exciting and a little bit I am scared because I haven't seen the movie yet. So with the audience, I'm going to see the movie first time. So it's an interesting experience working with Prashant. Totally different kind of treatment and way of working. Because sometimes for one shot, which is like 1.5 minute scene, but we shot for 6 hours or 2 hours, so it's a unique experience that way. This is Seema Biswas and you are watching Sitaarre TV. Bye.
Tell me about Delhi in a Day.
So Delhi in a Day is a dark comedy about the nouveau riche in Delhi and their extravagant lifestyles, and also look at the concept of servants, what they call servants. It stars Lilith Dubey, Victor Banerjee, Kulbhushan Kharbanda. So,
wonderful cast.
Yeah,
so
great.
How was the experience for you directing seasoned actors?
It was incredible. I mean, they were, they're some of the most experienced actors in the country. So for a first film, it was a little bit intimidating, but they were very generous and very kind and, very easy to work with.
Wonderful. What's your experience like at Iffla?
So this is my first time at Iffla, and it's really been a wonderful, wonderful experience. The audiences are great. The organizers are so motivated and so generous with their time. And the selection of films has been really, really fantastic. So I hope to come back sometime. Hi, I'm Prashant Nair, director of Delhi in a Day, and you're watching me on Sitaarre TV.
I love Iffla. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take in as many films as I'd liked, but I got to see Decoding Deepak, which was fantastic. And I'm really excited to see Patang tonight.
Talk about some of the projects that you've been working on lately.
Well, there's a few things that I'm working on under wraps I can't really talk about, but I'm circling them, and hopefully they're circling back, and I'll be able to talk a little bit later.
And then the one that you're on all the time.
Yes, Real Pains. Yeah, that's going. In terms of the 4th season, I may be back. It's kind of in the writer's hands right now in terms of what they want to do with my character.
Whether they write you in.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't. The Hamptons people don't tend to die, although it happens once in a while. Which is where the show. Yeah. If I go off, it's got to be something dramatic. But we'll see. Yeah.
You're Prashant Bhargav. You're the director for Patang, our closing night film at Iffla. The film is about to start. How are you feeling right now?
Really great.
Yeah. I had my first film here in 2004, Sangam. So to come back and have the closing night film is something really special. And Iffla has played a very inspiring role in terms of allowing me to do this film.
And talk about your experience in making this film with really a fine cast of actors.
Patang takes place in Ahmedabad during a kite festival, 1,000,000 kites in the air, and it's a family drama, how celebration brings people together. In preparing for this film, I spent 3 years doing research, living back and forth in Ahmedabad. And so 90% of the cast are non-actors, and then we have some beautiful actors along with them. The renowned Seema Biswas, Nawaz Siddiqui, he's blowing up right now in 6 different films, Sugandha Garg, and we had 3 other actors, Akash Mahera, Mukund Shukla, and Hamid Hussain, which were our main cast. And it was really about allowing people to live on screen. So you want to preserve the environment as it is. So we would do very long takes, just letting people drop into this space. And you know, to get a 1-minute scene, sometimes Seema would be in character for 6 hours on the rooftop. When I was a kid, I used to see my uncles fly kites. My family's from Ujjain and Allahabad. And that was one thing that when you looked at everyone around them flying, it didn't matter who you were, rich or poor, Hindu or Muslim, young or old, they just stared up at the sky with such wonder and forgot all those things that happened before or their tensions. So it's a meditation in its purest form. And when I went to Ahmedabad, there is no place like Ahmedabad in the way they celebrate. 1,000,000 kites everywhere. I mean, there's such exuberance and power in the way that people are holding these kites and cutting each other. You know, and you have kids listening to Sean Paul and Bollywood hits, and the grandmothers there flying as well. And it was just this, for Ahmedabad, a place that has gone through enormous upheaval in the past 10 years with religious violence and natural disaster. These festivals really play a great role in filling and returning to that sense of strength and pride, so that they can pursue, you know, the everyday and then in later. So yeah.
Well, you've put a lot of your heart into this movie, and I'm sure it'll be fabulous tonight. And a lot of people are looking forward to seeing it. So good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Prashant Bhargav. I'm the director of Patang, and you're watching me on Sitaarre TV.
Talk about Korod.
So it's it's our debut labor of love. I produced it over a period of 4 years, and it's an indie drama set in Bombay. A construction worker's wife, she suffers a miscarriage, she can't bear child anymore, and she wants this Lakshmi Murthy idol, because she believes that if she has this idol, it'll fix everything in her life. And we're just following her trajectory of obsession and, you know, how it borders insanity almost. So it's a psychological thriller, and you know, we're at Iffla, so that's great, and we've been getting some good response. Oh wow, that's a really interesting question. I think the best part about Iffla is that it's such a mature, large, and sort of successful festival in that it brings in all the people that it would like to get here. Simultaneously, it allows you to bond with people. It's very intimate, and you know, there's a lot of mingling that happens. That doesn't happen at a lot of other large festivals because it gets very overwhelming, and it's just not formatted in that way. So it's very warm, and it's a very, very hospitable festival.
Reporting from the red carpet at Iffla in Hollywood, California, this is Kavita for Sitaarre TV. Be sure to watch Sitaarre every week to catch your favorite star profiles.
आए और गए.
Celebrity interviews.